Where was press freedom under attack in 2012? It might not be where you think. It certainly came under assault in Syria, the world's deadliest country for journalists. But the press also suffered major setbacks in places like Brazil, where reporters are being murdered with impunity, and Turkey, where journalists are imprisoned by the dozen. For the first time, CPJ has compiled a risk list of countries where journalism suffered the greatest setbacks over the past year. We looked at 6 indicators: fatalities, impunity, imprisonments, censorship, restrictive laws, and journalists forced into exile. The results turned up a surprising mix of nations, failing states, yes, but also thriving democracies. Brazil's image as a regional leader has taken a hit because of anti-press violence, impunity, and a pattern of court-ordered online censorship. Coverage of political campaigns is an essential part of democracy, but not in Ecuador. There, election reporting is banned in the 3 months before a vote. Writing about political opposition groups is considered terrorism in Ethiopia, where critical writers are jailed or forced to flee. Iran's leadership wants to shut its citizens off from the rest of the world. Authorities block whole swaths of the internet while jailing and intimidating critics. Pakistan says it wants to stop anti-press violence, but its inaction speaks louder than its words. Journalist murders go unsolved, and the death toll mounted in 2012. In Russia, press freedom was improving modestly until Vladimir Putin returned to office. Within weeks, new laws were passed to criminalize speech and restrict the internet. Somalia was already one of the deadliest places for the press. Then came 2012, when journalist murders hit a record high. As the Syrian regime of Bashar al-Assad clung to power, it imposed vast censorship and targeted journalists with violence and imprisonment. Turkish Prime Minister Erdogan says criticism is fine, but he won't tolerate being insulted. Journalists are jailed by the dozen in this strategically important nation. In Vietnam, the Communist Party wants international investors to believe it runs an open economy, but the party jails bloggers and strangles free expression on the internet. Some of the countries on the CPJ risk list are embroiled in conflict, and others are authoritarian, but several are democracies whose leaders say they stand for freedom. In 2012, they failed.